Okay.
What theme did you start with?
As the fresco shows the birth of Christ, I placed one nail in Bethlehem, one in chapter 2, and one in verse 6. The iris opened a little. I thought it was normal. Behind the aperture of the iris, there is a duct in which I put my hand. I felt something like a valve at the bottom. I thought by turning it the door would open, or the iris would open completely, or something else would happen. Instead, I felt something like an axe cut off my hand. I really thought it was the end of me.
What did you do then?
Well, although I had made some unfortunate choices, I was lucky in that Mortimer was well stocked with drugs. I raided his supplies of medicine.
What hole should I put the nails in?
Well, I can't really advise you there, because I haven't exactly made the best choices myself. All I can say is that you have to insert one to choose a town, one to choose a chapter, and one to choose a verse.
Oh, goddamn.
All right, my turn now.
Go ahead, impress me. I'll shut up and let you concentrate.
I'm gonna get my hand chopped off, I just know it. Okay. What am I supposed to do with this?
The cycle of the moons has nothing to do with what I'm doing right now.
Well, thank you.
This exegesis contains comments from Judas on the different Gospels. It only contains certain chapters and verses, and the chapters are indicated by Roman numerals. The lexicon refers to different chapters and verses from the exegesis of Judas.
Okay. Let's go with the crucifixion.
Chapter 19, verse 17. Jesus was crucified on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head.
Okay. Let's find the equivalent. Okay, so there. This isn't great.
Chapter 19, verse 17. And he, bearing his cross, went forth into a place called the place of a skull, which is called in the Hebrew Golgotha, where they crucified him, and two others with him, on either side, and Jesus in the midst.
What am I doing here? Okay, so we've already done that. On the back of the message... God damn it. This sucks. Oh no. Okay, that...
Chapter 19, verse 17. Jesus was crucified on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem.
Okay.
The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head.
19...
Chapter 19.
Yeah, verse 17. Alright, cool.
Verse 17.
God damn it.
Jesus was crucified.
I don't want to read again. I wanted to just go put the nails in the thing.
In a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head.
Okay. Let's go ahead and check Jerusalem.
Chapter 14, verse 22. On the 7th of Nisan, 3793, Jesus shared his Last Supper in the Cenacle in Jerusalem.
I've got no idea. No, we're just gonna leave here. I kind of want to say it's the crucifixion. Okay. Well, no, never mind. That's a big picture of baby Jesus.
The fresco clearly shows the birth of Christ.
Louis, I can assure you that that is not the solution to this enigma. This fresco's only purpose is to mislead. I know that now. Please, focus on another theme about Christ.
We'll have to trust her.
Okay, so I assume it's going to have to be something like life and death kind of deal.
You could see that the paint has come off in parts. Difficult to see what was there, but I can distinguish the letters N-R-I. Nothing more.
What?
Why, of course. I-N-R-I. Jesus Nazarenus Rex Eudorum. These initials stand for Jesus the Nazarene, King of the Jews. This is the inscription which appears on the cross at the crucifixion of Jesus.
Crucifixion. Like I thought. All right. Now, I don't need to do this. I don't think. But I kind of want to spend a Carmelite water just to do this theme idea to check and see if I'm right.
If Mortimer deliberately set a trap by showing the birth of Christ, then maybe the solution is the contrary. The death of Christ in that case?
Ha! Well, I am a fucking genius. Oh, shit. Nail in Jerusalem. And then 19? Baby? And then, is there a 17? Yeah, there's 17 right there. So, leave, analyze whole door.
It looks like there are 3 types of inscriptions.
Okay, we know how it works.
Clearly, we have names of towns, Arabian numerals, and Roman numerals. There are 3 styles of writing, and I've got 3 nails. There must be a link. I must surely put in 1 nail per category.
Ha! Yes. Okay. Recognize the towns. We know the towns. Cool. So we inserted the nails. Let's get back to reading here.
Cross is stuck in the mechanism. I can't do anything.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Chapter
Crucifixion.
19, verse 17.
Okay. It's 19,
Jesus
17.
was crucified
Jerusalem.
on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head.
Unless it's chapter 19 and then what day?
Chapter 19, verse 17.
Okay, 17.
And he, bearing his cross, went forth into a place called the place of a skull, which is called in the Hebrew Golgotha, where they crucified him, and 2 others with him, on either side, and Jesus in the midst.
Okay, so let's leave here. Is there an 8? I'm not seeing 1, 2. Hold on. Let's zoom in a little bit. There's no 8. Oh, that's a 1. Well, yeah, 1. 13, 2, 9. Yeah, 9, 3, 22, 17. I think it's going to be Jerusalem, verse 19, chapter 17. Or, sorry, chapter 19, verse 17. But I don't know.
It looks like there are
Let's
3 types
go
of
ahead and check
inscriptions.
this real quick. Recognize town. I can spend a royal jelly on this, but I don't want to. Ooh, that's nifty. I feel like I have this right. Let's leave. It's gotta be. That's life, and that's death. And it looks like a butthole with some seepage. So, what now? Never mind.
Cross is stuck in the mechanism. I can't do anything.
This isn't going to help me.
The cycle of the moons has nothing to do with what I'm doing right now.
Okay, so hold on. The 8th of Nisan. This is hard. This is actually really fucking hard. Because I don't know how to do the dates. The dates annoy me more than anything right now. So if I were... Maybe it's not life and death. I mean, that's what we all thought, right? That's life, and we already deduced that. I don't think we need to analyze it anyway.
It's definitely a representation of the birth of Christ, but some of the details have flaked away. I can't see any other clues. One thing is for sure, this enigma deals with the life of Jesus, like my mother said.
And it's definitely the life of Jesus. Well, or at least the birth of Jesus. Not quite the life, because that's Jesus. He hasn't lived very long.
It looks like there are 3 types of inscriptions.
I know the towns. Ooh, hold on. If it was near Jerusalem, then Jordan is very near Jerusalem. Maybe there's another passage in here about in the themes. Or we can take a look at Jordan.
Chapter 1, verse 9. Jesus was baptized by John in Jordan on the 9th of Hesvan, 3852.
Okay.
Chapter 1, verse 9. And it came to pass in those days that Jesus came from Nazareth of Galilee, and was baptized by John in Jordan. And coming up out of the water, he saw the heavens opened, and the Spirit like a dove descending upon him.
Okay. Let's do towns again. Next towns. Jerusalem. We did this one. Let's do the same
Chapter
G.
5, verse 2. Jesus cures the sick and lame on the 8th of Adar, 3791, in Jerusalem, at the pool of Bethesda. All stand and fling away their canes.
Bethesda seems to be close. Just by what that says. Now, I'm just sort of thinking here. Maybe I put the nail in Bethesda? I don't know. All I know is I really don't want my hand to get chopped off. I don't know.
Chapter 5, verse 2. Now, there is at Jerusalem, by the sheep market, a pool, which is called, in the Hebrew tongue, Bethesda, having 5 porches. In these lay a great multitude of impotent folk, of the blind, halting, and withered, waiting for the moving of the water. Jesus saith unto him, Rise, take up thy bed, and walk. And immediately the man was made whole, and took up his bed, and walked. And on the same day was the Sabbath.
Okay. Is there a way to turn the wheel? Back to themes. Crucifixion.
Chapter 19, verse 17.
Okay, 1917.
Jesus was crucified on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head.
Okay, I don't know. Is there something else in this room? It doesn't seem like it. Like, I can't really do anything. And when I think I just have to press that down. Unfortunately, I don't think it's in the right spot. But the crucifixion thing doesn't seem to be the right answer. Alright, let's move the Jordan. Let's call it Jordan. Let's see what happens if I do that.
The cross is stuck in the mechanism. I can't do anything.
The answer is no. Then again, she got the wheel to open. Which makes sense, but... Sorry for the quietness. I'm trying to think. What is... I don't know.